Welcome back to the Bar family. Today we're talking about discernment, and not the cute internet version either. We mean the real kind that protects your peace, your time, and your life.
Exactly. Because people love saying they have discernment, but their choices tell a different story. So tonight we're breaking down what discernment really is, why people miss it, and how to sharpen it. Discernment is the ability to see something clearly for what it is, without mixing your feelings, predictions, or your fears into the truth. It's not guessing, it's not assuming, and it's not being dramatic. It's seeing a thing as it truly is, even when that truth is uncomfortable. Most people have discernment. So the problem is not that they lack it. The problem is that they ignore it when the truth gets in the way of what they want. Discernment shows up every time. But you have to know what it looks like to recognize it. It comes as that small check in your spirit, that pause, or that quiet feeling telling you to pay attention. And then, instead of listening, people start explaining it away. They say, maybe I'm overthinking, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I just need to relax, when they saw what they saw. Discernment is simple. The truth is plain. What makes it complicated is our attachment, our emotions, and us wanting something to be different than it is. Ooh. Girl, you know they don't want to hear that. Discernment requires honesty. Not just honesty about other people, but honesty about what you keep choosing. You can see a red flag clearly and stay in a situation. You feel something is off, but you ignore and hope for the best. That doesn't mean you don't have discernment. It means you let your emotions override it. Discernment is not loud and flashy. It's steady. It's consistent. It doesn't change because your emotions changed or because somebody said the right words. Sometimes it shows up as hesitation. It might show up as uneasiness, or it might feel like peace leaving your body the moment you enter a room or conversation. The purpose of discernment is not to confuse you. It's there to protect you. Most confusion starts after you ignore what was already clear and then try to make it make sense. I wish people would quit trying to make discernment magical or mysterious. The truth is, it's about learning how to stop lying to yourself long enough to see what's been right in front of your face. Sometimes they miss what's in their face because everything is rushed, emotional, and right now. And they don't slow down long enough to pay attention. Or they do see it, but they're in survival mode, so they overlook it. When you're constantly reacting, you're not watching patterns. Exactly. You're not picking up what's repeating. Right. And you're not giving truth room to give you the confirmation you need. Another reason people don't see it is because their desire gets in the way. When you really want something, you'll start calling warning signs small issues instead of seeing them as the information it is. At this point, you're probably caught up in potential. You're not dealing with what you see right now. You're attached to what it could be if everything works out. But discernment don't deal in potential or fantasy. It deals in reality. It shows you what a person is doing right now or how something feels right now and what's actually in front of you right now. That's why people later say they never saw it coming. But the truth is they were shown pieces of it early, and they kept talking themselves out of what they already knew. Exactly. Let's keep it real. People ignore discernment because they don't want to start over. They'd rather stay in something familiar and draining than deal with an uncomfortable change. They'll call inconsistency growth, avoidance confusion, half-effort progress, all because they want the situation to work more than they want the truth. People also make the mistake of confusing discernment with being judgmental. So they ignore what they see because they don't want to feel mean or critical. Noticing truth is not being judgmental. Seeing that something doesn't fit your life isn't mean. It's awareness. What you do with your awareness shows your level of maturity. You don't have to attack anybody, but you also don't have to stay available for anything that disturbs your peace, drains your energy, or violates your values. Every time you ignore it, it comes back louder, heavier, and more expensive than it had to be the first time you saw it. The truth don't disappear. Do you feel pressured to answer quickly, commit quickly, trust quickly, or say yes before you've had a chance to see anything? Ask yourself, why are you rushing? Slow down. Watch patterns over time instead of getting hypnotized by isolated moments. Anybody can show up well a couple of times. Discernment pays attention to where the true consistency is. Ask questions when something feels off. Stop filling in the blanks with hope. If something falls apart under basic questioning, that tells you something. Because truth can handle questions. Exactly. You need to pay attention to your body. Your body reacts before your mind catches up. Tension, tightness, and uneasiness are all signals to pay attention to. But don't rely on feelings alone. Match what you sense with what you see. Discernment gets stronger when your inner knowing and the visible pattern keep saying the same thing. That's the real work right there. Not only recognizing what's off, but honoring it. Honoring means seeing the red flag and changing your direction because you respect yourself. Practice discernment and protecting your peace daily. When you're in tune with discernment, you trust yourself faster. And eventually you stop needing outside validation. You won't find discernment outside yourself. It's something you strengthen by telling yourself the truth and being brave enough to move in alignment with it. Trust what you see the first time. Protect your peace always. Use your discernment and quit waiting for things to fall apart just to confirm what you already knew. Discernment is learning to pause before you trust, react, commit, or explain. Use it in friendships, family, business, love, and everyday choices. Watch patterns, listen to peace, notice inconsistency, and ask God for wisdom. Discernment protects your heart, your purpose, and your future from unnecessary confusion. Thank you for being here today. Subscribe, like, share, and comment, and we'll see you next Sunday right here at the bar.
Are you stressed, overwhelmed? Life got you down and feeling strange. Then ditch the drama and come thirsty for change. Meet me at the bar with your issues. Meet me at the bar with your issues. That's right, you're invited to the bar, so pull up a chair and get ready to pour out your heart to Coach Ree and Coach V. Yeah, Coach Ree and Coach V, the dynamic duo. They're ready to shake up your perspective about love, life, or money. That's right, they'll help you, honey, get to the root of it all. Get ready for real talk, real solutions, and a whole